Welcome back to the Working Class Musician YouTube channel. I am Jimmy Franklin. Other YouTubers are making good sounds. I want to make good sounds too. I saw another YouTuber, actually I'm pretty positive it was Ola. I saw that he did this same thing with a Boss Metal Zone. I had no idea that this was possible, and I needed to test it out for myself. I have been out of the pedal game for a little while. I one day just said to myself that I was going to sell all of my pedals and buy a Helix. I bought my Helix and I basically sold off every pedal that I have except for a select few that I can never live without. One of them is an old 80s Boss Chorus that is just perfect. My talk box, things that the Helix can't truly recreate. So I wanted to do this, but I had no overdrives and distortions of my own. And in comes my friend Tyler over at Sweetwater. Well, Tyler from Sweetwater asked me if I wanted to review a couple things, so he sent me over a bunch of Walrus audio stuff, but specifically one of them was the Walrus Audio Ages, which is seen now on the screen. So basically what happens here is you plug in your guitar directly into your overdrive and then directly into your recording software, and it'll sound like this. And not even the best Swedish chainsaw sounding death metal would enjoy that sound. Like, not even, it's really bad. It doesn't sound good. So you basically set your overdrive however you like because it is a preamp. So what we got here is my track in Logic, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just mess around with IRs. So I have an awesome impulse response that I have here from Ownhammer. This is the Ownhammer 412 Marshall Orange V30. So it basically is an orange Marshall combo with vintage 30s in it. Perfect. It's the exact cab I ever wanted in life. Now all of a sudden, what happens is you get a really nice rock and roll tone. Like, listen to that. Mind-blowing. Is anyone else just baffled by this? You could record awesome guitar rhythm tracks with one IR, a piece of software, and a pedal. Whatever distortion or overdrive box you have, you can do the same thing. That sounds just gnarly, right? And you get that little bit of slappy. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over here and I'm going to add some cool stuff. I'm running this in Helix Native right now. You could do this in whatever you want, really. Whatever allows you to add effects. I mean, if I were just running this, I could add effects right out of Logic, like a reverb and stuff like that. But you just need something to run your IR. You're gonna add a simple delay. Let's put a reverb over here somewhere. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Let's add the delay over here. Honestly, I sound like AC/DC on a budget. It sounds like AC/DC. It sounds absolutely massive. I don't know. Again. Oh! You get a little more treble out of this. Treble's going all the way up. That's how I like it. Woo! Oh my god, I'm in love with this tone. I haven't been this excited about overdrive pedals in a long time. Now let's see if we add an amp in front of it. We're gonna jump down here to amps. Now look at this. Now what we're doing is essentially running the overdrive in front of a kind of dirty amp with all of our settings already. So, yeah. Woo! Now it's game over. It's pretty brown. Like the whole tone altogether is pretty brown. I'm gonna carefully and quietly try and transition the cables over to the ages. So let me see how I'm going to do this without making too much noise. Oops. Okay, so this is without the IR. I know, very gross. Now this is with the IR. What you're essentially doing is using the overdrive box as your preamp and then putting an amp cab in front of it. This is how you make a great guitar tone without breaking the bank, you know? Like, yeah, these overdrive pedals are a little expensive, but you could do this exact same thing in, you know, like something like GarageBand or Reaper for free. So instead of using Logic, which is $200, you could have, you know, one of these, one of these high quality overdrives and just get the exact tone you're looking for every time. Now the cool thing about the Walrus audio pedal is it's got five different drive settings. And I think they each get like more modern as you go. Because one sounds like this. And 5 sounds like this. Okay, now I'm going to kick back over to the recording software and I'm going to add the amp again. So this is my clean tone from this Who-Watt model. It's not a clean tone, it's a little bit broken up, right? It's not. So this is an absolute dream rig. We have the Walrus Audio Overdrive, which is like 5 overdrives in one. Then we have on top of that the Who-Watt breakup kind of tone here, with that going through a orange Marshall blend with Celestion Vintage 30, IR. And then a nice simple delay and reverb. And this is a wonderful tone. The Archer so far is a very cool pedal, but as far as like bang for your buck goes, this Walrus audio is unbelievable. It's so... And that, my friends, is how you can get a great guitar tone for either very cheap or for super expensive. The call is yours. Both of these pedals are unbelievable. I think the Archer is more subtle and it's creamy and it's delightful. But the Walrus audio, let me stop this from making sound right now. But the Walrus audio pedal has that dirty, wild side that I really, really like. I'm not a pedal guy anymore, but these are my two favorite overdrives that I think I've ever touched right now. Check the links below. You're going to see both of these available right now from our friends at Sweetwater. If you buy it from my links, you help support the channel, and it is no extra cost to you. Thank you guys so much. Walrus Audio, Rockett, wonderful stuff. Absolutely wonderful stuff. I will catch you next time.